Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. Yeah, after Bitcoin broke out earlier today from this triangle pattern, we have now started to move down a little bit again, and it seems like the entire day, the entire Friday was a B wave. That's my current view. Saw that already a few hours ago, communicated that on Discord that we might visit the orange support region again. If you're interested, you get these additional short-term updates as part of our gold membership. That was a few hours ago. Bitcoin bulls appear to be losing momentum. Given the nanostructure and the lack of follow-through to the upside, another test of support seems likely. It seems like the entire day was a B wave. Correction price was at 97,127. We've come down a little bit since then, nothing major. Yeah, we've come close to the orange box, but the idea is that this is a flat correction, this wave 4. And why did I see that, or how could I see that? It was the break of that previous swing low. Yeah, that's very simple. Based on the internal structure, I'm not showing the entire nanostructure here, but that would make it too complicated. But basically, the break below that swing low kind of invalidated a bullish nano pattern that I was watching sort of in the background, and that suggested, okay, that breaks, then yeah, it's invalidated, and then we have a very early signal that we're coming down. There's no point then upholding the idea that we get towards 98,745. We can still get there, but maybe not directly, maybe not before next week. Seems like we're just coming down to support again. So it was just a bit of a Friday trying to break out thing, but the market did not move far enough on Friday to really generate a sustained and decisive breakout. And then towards the end of the trading day, obviously the momentum lacks, okay, and we see further downside again. So it's just here on the micro level, basically just high level consolidation. We are basically where we were yesterday around the same time, Friday and Thursday. Here around the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. I already added as well kind of a nano structure here that I am tracking. And the idea is obviously, yeah, this was the internal third wave. You know that. This here was an A wave, high B wave in 3 waves. And we could now move down in the C wave. And that is wave 1, wave 2. And then this would be maybe another small 5-wave move in an internal third wave, which could also even get another low actually, then another 4-5. It doesn't often make sense to really try to count all the nano structures within a corrective wave, but idea is that we are in a third wave, might get another 4-5 pattern. And we already have the support area on the chart. I mean, that hasn't really changed. I intentionally did not move that to keep the idea alive that we could just come down again to test support. And it doesn't look finished yet, this C wave down. So we might consolidate a little bit over the weekend. And what we can also do is to add Fibonacci extensions in blue. There's probably also a reason why we currently see a reaction here, because these are the standard Fibonacci extensions based on the length of the A wave. So whenever the price reaches the 100% extension in a C wave, that can be a target and lead to a reaction. Now, the wave count in this C wave doesn't look complete, so would probably we would have to expect, or at least prepare for a little bit further downside to get that additional 4-5 pattern there. But yeah, basically we have some nano support levels at 96,366, 96,190, and 95,899. And I'd say the downside pressure remains high as long as the market stays below that last swing high there at 97,650. Of course, it could happen we break above it on the weekend, but for now, I'd say the pressure remains downward at least in the short term, at least as long as we stay below that level. Getting back above that level, that's an internal wave too, would indicate that the bulls are trying a comeback. I mean, they've never really left, right? This is just zoomed out. This is simply consolidation. The bulls were just not strong enough for a sustained breakout on Friday. So not much more to say. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye bye.